Good morning everyone, how are you all doing today? Day 5 of my great Glen Way walk, Invermoriston to Drumnadochit. Once again, you've got the option of a higher route or the lower route, and yet again, when planning the route on OS maps, the plan I've done is to do the low route. Again, it didn't give me the option of doing the high route, so once again I won't be putting on a 3D preview of today's route, so apologies if you enjoy that. Now, Invermoriston itself, there's hardly anything there. There's a hotel, a couple of B&Bs, and they do have a little community shop which sells all the basic necessities. But just check on their opening and closing times if you intend using it. The Direct View B&B that I stopped at last night, lovely place, very nice, clean, comfy room, and once again a great breakfast. Now, the only option for refreshments and subsidence is the Invermoriston Arms Hotel. Now, I went in there last night. The sort of bar menu, I think it is, there's only about 5 or 6 items on there, but they were doing a Sunday roast, so I thought I'll help myself to some of that. So Sunday roast, 1 pint of refreshment, £30. Yep, you heard that right, £30. Unfortunately, some of these places are quite isolated and you've got no choice really. So they got you by the short and curlies, but it was a very nice meal, nice pint of refreshment. Again, you've just got to accept it if you're doing it sort of these walks the way I'm doing them with B&Bs, etc. Now, the weather today, at the moment the sun's out, it's a glorious morning, but they have forecast that it's only going to get up to about 13 or 14 degrees, so a real big difference compared to the last few days. But it's not forecast any rain until this evening about 6-7 o'clock, so we should be fine, and I'll catch you all in a little bit. Oh, and as you'll probably gather, coming up out of Invermoriston, I've got a bit of a climb, shall we say, hence why I'm a little bit out of breath. But I thought I'd do this video before I've got no breath left. Yeah, so just over 2.5 miles into today's route. As the name would suggest, the high route, there is a fair bit more climbing to do. But once you get to this point, you come to this. It's called the View Catcher. It's built of Scots pine and local stone, and it's supposed to highlight the view that you get. To give you some perspective of how big it is, I'll try and climb up there. Now, this could really end in disaster. Yeah, I'm 6 foot tall, so just over 6 foot tall. Yeah, so after that view catcher, you've got a little bit more uphill and then a long descent back down into the forest. You go along forestry track for a while, then you've got a short steep climb up onto the edge of the forest, fairly lumpy for a little bit, and then you've got another long climb uphill. That's Loch Ness down there, as you can obviously tell, and that's where we were, down there, not so long ago. So we've reached this point just over the 6 mile mark. Well, it says 5.5 miles, but according to my OS maps thing, Drumnadochit 7 miles. But this is where the low route and the high route meet each other again. Yeah, we're 6 miles in now. That last section, very uphill and downhill, shall we say. Sorry for that last pool clip, I'm struggling for content today. Anyway, weather-wise, it's been cloudy most of the time. We did have a few spots of rain earlier on, but nothing much at all. Temperature-wise, I've just got shorts, a t-shirt and a very thin waterproof jacket on. I'm very comfortable. I hope it stays that way. Yeah, we've come across another of these anthills. I've seen a few of those again today, but this one, it's got to be, from top to bottom, it's got to be at least 6 foot tall. Absolutely massive structure. Yeah, I can see a few of the ants crawling about. So where the high route and low route met again, my OS Maps app said I'd done 6.5 miles, although that sign said Invermoriston was only 5.5 miles. I'm now at the, well, almost 10.5 miles. So that last 4 mile stretch, it's basically along a forestry track and a gravel path, and you've got tall pine trees, tall silver birch trees, no views at all, I'm afraid. So it's just a section to actually get your head down and get the mileage under. Oh, hey up fella, sorry to disturb you. I'm now at a place called Balbeg, and there is a, just before here, there is a slight diversion due to forestry work. It's nothing major or anything, it's well signposted, you can't get lost. Yeah, just up the road from Balbeg, you come to this place, Ancarrig Lodges. But just for your information, there's a little shop here, cold drinks and snacks, ice cream, etc. if you need to restock. Just walking up the road and I come across these. Hello little piggies. Hello then. No, I can't feed you, sorry. As the sign says, do not touch or feed, they bite. An electric fence.
Hey, what do you say? This whole town could be red by the end of the day. If you feel alright, we could throw it in drive. With the radio up so loud they can hear us from now. Me and you, nothing to do. These days they come and go. Me and you, nothing to lose. I feel it in my soul. Let's let the good times roll. down will never come down. When the sun comes up, we'll be feeling how we do right now. My heart's on fire, coming down to the wire. While the world sleeps, we'll keep burning brighter and brighter. Me and you, nothing to do. These days they come and go. Me and you, nothing to lose. I feel it in my soul. So let's let the good times. Nothing to do. These days they come and go.
Hello little fella, red squirrel. Looks red anyway. Hey up! Oh, he's off. We're just dropping down into Drumnadochit now. According to the map, it's less than half a mile to my accommodation. I think today's video is going to be a short one. Now, I don't know if I've got my expectations too high, but I'm a little disappointed with today's walk. That first 5 or 6 miles, that's certainly been the toughest section of the walk. Some decent climbs up and descents, and in total we'll have done between 15-16 miles. But this last sort of 10 miles, I've had a couple of very brief fleeting glimpses of Loch Ness. Apart from that, there's been no views at all apart from the forest views. Most of it's been on forestry tracks or gravel paths, and then this last section has been quite a bit of road walking. There's not really been any views to film or anything like that, so like I say, I'm a little bit disappointed. The only thing is it's only 3:30. I might have a wander down to Urquhart Castle, which is a famous castle just outside town. On the banks of Loch Ness. It's been used in many films and things like that, but if it's ran with tourists and there's an entry fee, then I don't think I'll be visiting. I was pleased to get that footage of that red squirrel. Like I say, it certainly looked red to me. That's one of the things I wanted to actually film, or get a picture of at least, while I was on this walk, so job done. The only thing now I think is check out my accommodation. I'll see you there. Yeah, I decided not to bother heading off down to Urquhart Castle. Looked like it's about a mile walk alongside the main 82, which I didn't fancy. But this is my accommodation, Bunny bed and breakfast. Let's go and take a look at the room. So this is my room at the guest house in B. Nice big bed there. Got TV in the corner. Bathroom. And a nice big shower. That'll do me lovely.